anatomy scan, 21 weeks anatomy scan, we found out Leo had fluid in his brain, which led us to maternal fetal medicine, where we found out he had spina bifida as well. I think the moment that any doctor looks at you and says your child has something wrong with them and you need to make a decision whether you want to continue or terminate this pregnancy is the most horrific and terrifying feeling in the world. And I remember I looked at this little baby and my son, because in his ultrasound he was moving, he looked like a completely happy, normal baby to me. I remember we drove home in the rain. It was raining, it was pouring rain that day, and I'm crying, my husband's crying, we didn't know. We just had to make this decision to save our baby's life, and now we're being told again, okay, he's not gonna make it. I quickly, I think the next day, marched into that hospital and I said, no, I'm not giving up on my baby. My baby is going to move mountains, he is going to be a testimony, and Leo proved once again that he is here to stay, and he is here to prove to everybody that disabled does not mean incapable.
You get the Play-Doh and then I'll give you a kiss. You ready? Yeah!
Once we had the surgery, I was on bed rest up until 36 weeks gestation. We go in for our C-section. It was probably the most nerve-wracking day of my life because I did not know what we were expecting. He was only supposed to be in the NICU for 6 hours, and 6 hours led to 6 months. So for 6 months, we were in the NICU due to Leo having unexpected respiratory distress. He was breath holding, which was unexplainable. Nobody seemed to know why he was doing it. They also diagnosed him with a little small brain injury on his brainstem. So because of that, he was also born with hypotonia, and his left arm and his left leg are a little bit weaker than his right side. We came home at 6 months with a trach, a G-tube, and a 6-month-old, and it completely turned our lives upside down, but we are a very strong family, and it hasn't stopped us from really living a normal life. Honestly, Leo lives a very normal life. He just has a couple extra accessories that come with him.
Oh, better. Thank you.
I was very adamant and I advocated very hard that although he was in the NICU and he was in a bed and couldn't be moved too frequently, from the very beginning, I wanted him to get OT, PT, and speech.
Nice spin!
Birth to 3 has been amazing. We came to find out that our very close neighbor friend actually works for Birth to 3. She was the one that kind of gave us a little bit of the push in, and we got to meet these amazing therapists that come to our house every week, and now they're just like family. I think the one thing I love the most about Birth to 3 is that they teach me how to do these therapies with him. I've seen such an improvement. He has gotten stronger with PT just alone. His gross motor has tremendously improved. He's now sitting up a little bit more independently, able to play. His left arm is moving a lot more frequently.
That arm's doing a really good job.
My biggest wish is that he's still happy and continuing to thrive. My hope as a parent is always that he'll walk and he'll be sitting and playing on his own and doing those things because he wants to, and I can see that for him. I know that with us and with the help of Birth to 3 and the help of all his other specialties, we are going to get him to where he needs to be.
When Nicky was born, he was an incredibly sort of vibrant little guy. He was babbling just like, he should. And then somewhere around 18 months, he went complete silent.
As time went on, we were like, we know what this is. And so he was diagnosed at 2 years and 3 months.
There were numerous times where his reaction was to sort of pinch his nursery school teacher. We felt terrible for her. So we eventually decided, okay, we're going to take him out of the public school system.
And Weston supported us. He had one-on-one support. He evolved and developed in that period, some real positives, but some really difficult behaviors. Desperation drives a lot of advocacy. So I Googled who was the president of Abilis, and I said, I need your help. I don't have a place for my son, he's 22. And that's how Nicky got to Abilis. So through the Westport branch, he started in their day program.
We worked with a a specialist up in Boston who works with young adults who have autism, and he told us, he said, look, at this age, these guys are ready to move on.
Beautiful day out there.
As a parent of a child who's nonverbal, your worst fears are that someone's going to take advantage of them or abuse them. So once we actually decided, okay, the best move is to have him in a group home.
I think my biggest hope at the time and ours was that he would be safe, he would be accepted, he would transition okay. We never in a million years expected it to be the enabler of his transformation. And that's literally what it is. He has completely transformed. He's happy, he's hanging out with peers, he has a social life, he's not isolated, he has a better sense of himself. It's really obvious.
Good job, buddy. Keep it up. Yes.
He's lost 40 pounds, he's working out at the gym with his guys. He is like now becoming his own person. And that separation from us and finding a place at Abilis and finding the staff that's in place under Amy and Michael's jurisdiction, you would pray for this, you would dream for this, but almost felt like it was too much to hope for. And it's beyond my wildest dreams.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the number one thing on our life bucket list has been checked, and it's so much better than we understood for him, so therefore for us.
We can't say enough about the people who are with Nick. And when I say amazing, they're phenomenal.
They are a second family. Like, their affection for him and their care for him is so obvious.
It's his home, and these are his guys. Just how close they are to him, and how loving and how accepting.
And to value people with disabilities so that they'll put that commitment into it is not only amazing, but it's not inexpensive. It takes a lot of funding. We like the staff to want to stay there, to want to have a career there.
It's an incredibly well-run organization. It's always looking at how to improve the services, how to improve the quality of life for the people they serve.
This tool has opened a door for more opportunities of amazing things in my life.
It's the single most dramatic thing that's happened to him, and it's the miracle drug. As a parent of a younger disabled child, I spent years dreaming of something, some medical intervention, some magic pill, anything that would make him speak, that would make his life better.
Baseball season just started. How about those Nets? And for you to take me to a game.
I think that he got the breakthrough with Kyrie is evidence that he was ready to fly. He just needed a new place and a new way to do it. And now he's got both the place and the way with typing, so it's amazing.
He allows us to be very affectionate, physically affectionate with him. Not everybody gets that. That's a gift, right? And he's special.
I'm like unbelievably proud of him.